What's up, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Progress. We're going to be talking about past and present. Because I know whether you're my age, I'm 23, or you're a little bit older, a little bit younger, or wherever you are in your life, it's just, everyone has a past, everyone has a present. Everyone has a past, everybody has a present. And what I mean by that is, depending on where you are in your life, you can make mistakes. You could be someone like me. Like, I have a video I made months back saying lost for the past 5 years. And as a young man, I'm just struggling to find security in my life. As I mentioned before, I didn't grow up with any parents, and I didn't really think much of it. Like, I was abused as a child, but as a teenager, the abuse was gone when my biological mother decided to move out of our house, where I live in my grandmother's house. So she decides to move out, and I think just being not abused, I found comfort in that. But I took that comfort into other areas of my life. I was always into athletics, but I was never really building myself up for my future as an 18-year-old, as an adult in general. So as an adult, I'm hanging around the wrong people. And I'm hanging around people that are just not doing anything. That's terrible. That's terrible because, friends are super influential. And where you live at and the people you know is also influential. But I had no one there to tell me, you should do this, or anything like that. The funny thing is, people that knew me when I was in high school, someone told me that I was going to be homeless, and they just told me that. And I didn't take them serious because they also said stupid stuff that I should get locked up and all that stuff. And luckily, I never took that advice. I don't have a criminal record. I never did any crimes, no misdemeanors, no felonies, nothing, which is amazing. So I'm proud that I've never gone that direction in life. But the direction that I've gone is just being ignorant to the great possibilities that I could have. I thought that college was an amazing route to go to. For the reason that I thought education was super important. And it is. Education is super important. But I don't necessarily recommend that for everybody. It depends who you are. For some people, I recommend, if you love education, always just learn in general. And you don't need college for that. If anything, you can learn more with the information that's out there now, rather than spending all your money and time to just receive undeserved grades and just a whole lot of money spent. So there's a lot of people that graduated college that actually were able to successfully go through the whole entire thing, but they still owe money and they still don't have a good job. And obviously, I don't want anyone to be in that situation. But going back to what I was talking about, the past could affect anybody. For example, for me, as a child, it affected me. As a teenager, there was times where I felt terrible. I wasn't hanging around the right people, and I didn't know how to be productive as a teenager, and that affected everything in the first couple years of my adulthood. Lost for 5 years. I'm 23 right now. 5 years ago, I was 18. So And I'm not necessarily saying that I have everything now and I found all the knowledge that I need. I at least am self-aware to a degree compared to back then where I wasn't. So the most important thing is that if you're seeing this, that you become self-aware of right now in the moment and seeing now how you can improve going forward, and not holding yourself to mental prisons of your past mistakes or your past situations, because that can hold you back. Something that at times affected me before recently is seeing people around my age that are successful, that have everything together, and that have had amazing parents and stuff like that. And it's because, they were able to have parents to set them up for that. I didn't have any parents to help me with anything. If you see my introduction video, I explain how that is for me. I don't want to be too redundant on that, but it is a major factor on why I'm making these types of videos. Because most people don't have a background like mine. Most people don't have parents like mine at all. So it's like a curse and a blessing, because I can bestow reliability making these types of videos and relate to people. But obviously the pain of that is could be looked at as the curse. The pain, it won't last forever, depending on what your situation is. I don't know everybody's situation. I just know my own. But the most important thing is that we can understand that and not let that get to us, and not hold ourselves to that. And we can first of all get self-aware, understand the mistakes we're making, understand to not let those things affect us. For an example, I've been in college earlier this year for the first time. I made a video about that. I thought it was gonna be great. It was gonna be awesome, everything like that. Within some of my classes that I've had, it was good. I enjoyed being in the classroom for the first time in a while. But just the result of it was just terrible. It's very strange. It's very weird. I'll make a separate episode on that if you guys would like. But the most important thing is that even though whatever I'm doing, whether I'm working at a job or whether I'm going inside of a school, I always make sure that I'm always working consistently on my goals, and I'm always educating myself personally to the things that I would like to learn about, not just the things that, even though college is education, but for example, if I'm taking a history class, I wouldn't call that personal education, because that's not personally what I would like to know. That, but it's not. It was just something I needed in order to get the degree, right? That's not something that's personal, because it's not something exactly what I want to learn. Something I want to learn about personally. For an example, it could be dieting and nutrition, right? And that's personal knowledge. That's a subject within itself, and that's something that I would personally like to learn. That's personal education. That's just an example. But moving forward, looking back, I just have to understand what I could have done better, self-analyze my mistakes, analyze what I've done, and how can I improve going forward. So the objective that we could do for watching this is, let's get out a piece of paper from our journal. Let's analyze the last few months. Let's talk about what we've done, and let's see what we can improve upon. And that'd be the objective. But most importantly, being grateful that we're still here and we still have the opportunity to make things better. And one thing that I personally added was reading the Bible consistently. I read the Bible here and there, but like consistently, like every day. And meditation as well. And just being in a positive headspace. 100%. But other than that, oh, actually, one more thing. Also, like, started listening to. I used to listen to them a lot back then, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, before spirituality really got popular in 2020. When I was like a senior in high school, I would listen to frequencies, and that's something that I went back to this year, and I have a playlist. And I enjoy it. I'll just put on a frequency. Earlier today I was driving. I just put it on. And earlier today I was doing my athletics. And that's what I was listening to. It's not all I listen to. I also listen to regular music, but frequencies is something I've been listening to. So whatever it is that suits you, do it, of course. But most importantly, let's do our objective for today. So let's analyze the last couple months. Let's see what we can do better. And let's do it. But the number one thing, let's not hold ourselves to our past mistakes. Let's not hold ourselves to pain. All of this is a learning lesson. Doesn't matter where you are in your life. It's a learning lesson. And we're going to make it, and we're going to get through it. And let's do this. I love and I appreciate all of you. And we out.